Good evening, gentlemen, and welcome to the video that could possibly change your dating life forever. At least I hope so. I spent way too much time in the dating scene, and I used to have, let's say, a lot of trouble getting women to notice me. But then I discovered a few tricks. So because I am the generous sort, I shall now share my wisdom with you. I'll tell you about real life and online dating. So let's begin. I was once told by some random stranger that more men use online dating sites than women do. So this can be a pretty competitive field, and therefore you need to be on the top of your game. So let's say you are browsing through a list of a potential victim. Wait, what? Take two. Let's say you're browsing through a list of potential love interests and you spot a lady that takes your fancy. Start by sending her an email. Don't waste your time with any of that romantic rubbish. Going straight for the kill like you are a Catholic priest and she is a 12-year-old altar boy. Best to start the email with something like, "Hey bitch," or even better yet, "Yo slut face." This is guaranteed to work, as I've seen way too many arseholes with lovely ladies on their arms. Now that you have her attention, you must make your intentions very, very clear. How often have we had the lady of our dreams cry on our shoulders and say, "Why can't I find a nice guy like you?" And you're left standing there wondering if the bitch is blind or just stupid. Exactly! It can be extremely frustrating, so best make it clear from the start that washing your quiver bone in her squish mitten is the only thing that you are interested in. At the same time, you must make it very clear that you are a busy man. And a good way to convey this lies in your spelling. The trick is to use as few letters as possible. Certain women will absolutely lap this up. For example, the phrase, "I would like to make your acquaintance," and possibly, if we are compatible, we can move on to more amorous activities. Can very easily be shortened to this, which I'm not going to try and pronounce. I'll just leave it up there so you can figure it out for yourself. Right, time's up. Punctuation should be treated as something that happens to other people, and it'll make you sound a little bit foreign. Women think foreign guys are sexy. Okay, so sometimes you will get the inevitable response of "fuck off," but don't let this get you down. This is because she is either a lesbian or having that time of the month. You'll need to check back at least 13 times to check if she's stopped bleeding or has changed her mind to being bi. Bi women are better because they can bring a friend. I shouldn't have to add this, but that is a female friend, not a bloke. Okay? There's a rule, one dick per fantasy. It is also important that you send out as many emails as you can. You can hit more targets with a shotgun than you can with a rifle. If only 1 in every 100 respond, "Dude, that's still one time you're getting lucky, man." Right, so at this point you've probably blown her socks, garters, underwear and eyeliner off. But because she's a woman, she's going to want to look at your online profile. This is where you really need to build up your image. Maybe put up a picture of you sporting some retro facial hair, or maybe one of you as a pirate. As long as it isn't a Somali pirate, because those guys are just, unhygienic. Only put up a picture of you in a diaper if you want to shag pregnant women. Through years of research, I have discovered that women like men who are rich and unattainable. So get a friend to take pictures of you leaning against a fancy car, but just make sure you get out of there before the owner rocks up. Then make liberal use of Photoshop and stick the picture on a background of something like a palace. If the rise of 50 Shades of Horribleness is anything to go by, try getting a picture of yourself holding a riding crop or even a bullwhip. Just make sure the horse isn't in the picture as well, because there's a reason they say hung like a horse and the damn thing might upstage you. Moving on. This is where things can get a bit tricky because you can't really hide behind a screen anymore. So meeting a woman in person takes a bit more work. But don't worry, I got your back. Try wearing a leg brace and using some crutches. When they ask what happened, tell them you shattered your leg coming off a superbike, or maybe even you broke it while trying to save a kitten from a burning building. Do not fucking tell them that you dislocated your knee tripping over the Jesus character in a church dance recital. That shit will only get you laughed at. Trust me on that one. You could also add some bandages to increase the injury effect. If you're really, really ugly, and I'm talking fugly territory here, add a lot of bandages. The point is to give yourself an air of dashing bravado, But whatever you do, do not let on that you are in fact a neurotic bastard who is scared of his own shadow. Women, for some reason, are particular about how you look at them, and staring at their breasticles is considered rude. Constantly looking into their eyes is also considered a bit son of Sam. If possible, stare at her left earlobe. Grin while you do it. Women also like big buff men, so unless you want to spend 80 hours in the gym, you're going to have to get creative. I would recommend wearing what I call a Sith robe, because it helps hide your skinny/chubby physique. You want to show me your boobies. You can also draw their attention away from your not so desirable parts by wearing an item of clothing that will draw their eyes away from it. A silly hat can work wonders. If you can't find a hat, try pulling a sheet over your head with some eye holes cut in it. Stick a picture of Brad Pitt on the front and you might just fool some lady who's a bit slow on the uptake. Evolutionarily speaking, women are very attracted to the big caveman that brings dead animals back to the cave for them to cook. I think this is why canned animal shooting is all the rage. Unless you're a dentist. Carrying around a dead animal, therefore, is not a bad idea. In fact, carrying around a few is even better. Unfortunately, wearing a suit made out of rump steak is not a good idea because you'll only end up looking like a butcher with a weird fetish. Carrying some rats hanging by their tails off your belt will go a long way to proving yourself a successful hunter. If, like me, you are squeamish about killing animals, knock them out with chloroform. No, wake them up again later. Just make sure you use enough chloroform because having 50 pissed off rats tied to your belt will just absolutely ruin your chances of getting anywhere near her fiddle cove. What else can you do? Grow a big bushy beard with matted hair and don't wash it. You can stick a few twigs and chicken bones in your beard as long as they don't smell like Nando's anymore. Try picking lice out of her hair because your evolved grooming skills will leave her absolutely speechless. If you're carrying a big club, wave it around and yell if she isn't paying attention to you. Yeah, that's about all I got for you. So there you have my foolproof plan for picking up women. Like many a dog who has chased a car, I actually have no real idea what to do with them once you catch them, but I believe there are some very good documentaries on websites like Pornhub or RedTube. Thanks for watching, guys. This video was inspired by all the really stupid shit I've seen men do when trying to pick up women. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button and also that subscribe button, and you can also follow me on Twitter if you have nothing to do on those cold, lonely nights. Have a good one. Cheers. This swimming little one is Troy, and he's a milk snake. Whoa! Ow! That was uncalled for, and he's latched onto my shirt. There are some things in life that just scare the bejesus out. And I'm not talking about things like dying or being disabled.